Others in the making Brown because as you know, former church evangelist Godwin, former church here, Mommy Jew. You know when my video about that and I'm gonna show me side of that woman. Because when we statement in use so people got him when see God called the husband called the wife. Go ask me ask question. You name was the God called the husband gonna call the wife. Because I follow me who name as a church who na for by one guys are business partners. So as in the woman about ndị so as sponsor so na chief engineer of Imagom. Ndị na pioneer movement. Because according to this video, Evangelist doing there was a movement that was engineered into their mind then, even before he gets to know Zion, that this people has been saying that their church is bigger than Zion and their church is strong, their pastor is stronger than any other man of God, even Ebuka Obi, this and that. So you hear these things in Emena and Hanya are for the thing, which means it's already a prepared battle before it even began. Now what so which means now ha kwadogo di ogo. We na fakachuku semi onye na ha no saga ogo ke na no sogo. So before as days continue, chuku na we use here your top member in order to disgrace you. That is why I'm marriage abambado than say I serve a God who use an egg to break pan canal just to disgrace the stone. I serve a God that use egg to break pan canal just to disgrace the stone. Kogusi ukute na gene meni ha he feel it too important that I can do the impossible through something that is useless. That is exactly what just happened there. So we catch him in this video Evangelist Godwin me regarding amen. Now he's from my church again and he's trying in a way in order to begin to be more responsible and to be more respectful. And we have to encourage him for that. God the one boss on the bye.
Okay, my name is Evangelist Godwin, aka is working. Nwa Zion, the Zion boy. I am a proud Zionite. Today being the 24th September 2025, wherever you are watching me from, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending the time and depending your location when you will be seeing this video. And please, if today is your first time coming across my video, please, I will appreciate if you like my video, comment, and also follow this page. In this my video today, I'm going to be telling you the fact reasons, the reason why this blogger was contacted. According to the blogger, he said that he was contacted by a mommy GO. Now, the reason why this blogger was contacted is what I will be telling you in this video. Now, there is this impression that they have been given locally. There's this impression they have been given locally. So this time around, they wanted to step up that impression, to give that impression to the world. And what is that impression? There's this impression they have been given locally. Even while I was there in my former church, there's this impression that they are more anointed. They are more anointed than Evangelist Ebuka and Obi, that they are more anointed than their church carry more power than Zion prayer movement outreach. If I, Evangelist Godwin, knows that going to Zion will end affliction in my life, if I, Evangelist Godwin, know that going to Zion will break this yoke that I've been suffering for a very long time, I would have been in Zion even before September 29. I would have been in Zion. In fact, Zion as a ministry, as a church, was not even in my mind, because there is this impression that they have been giving us locally. There is this impression that has been given us locally. So Zion was not even in my mind. But as God may have it, God being a merciful God, He arranged it in a way that I took a passenger as a Uber driver, a cabman, to Zion Prayer Movement Outreach. That faithful Sunday, being 29 September 2024. When I got to Zion, I start listening to the preaching of God's servant, Evangelist Ebuka Obi. When I was hearing his preaching, I came to understand the reason why they were giving us that impression that all the preaching, most of the preaching of Evangelist Ebuka Obi, what is against us, what he preached against, what he preached about, they are victim of it. This is what they practice in their place. So, and I came to understand that, okay, there is a reason why these people are giving us this impression, so that we will not have Zion in mind, so that we will not even think of going to Zion. Because where you are, will you be thinking to live where you are when you have already have an impression that where you are is greater than Zion? You will not have such impression. So, knowing fully that I, Evangelist Godwin, is now a Zion member, they were trying to use me. They were trying to use my own case to prove an impression to the world, to prove an impression to the world that what that has been happening to Zion, any testimony you hear there is arranged, that nothing like testimony, nothing good is happening in Zion, that God is not working there, that should be they have been telling us locally. So they wanted to prove it to the world. And these people that contacted this blogger, this selfish blogger, this enemy of Zion Prayer Movement outreach, to come and lie and help them to give the world this impression. What they do there is, when you go there, this is a normal business. Once you go there, where they will land all that demonstration to is you bringing money for them to buy cow. So the way you appear will determine how many cow they are going to tell you how many cow money you are going to bring. Not that you will bring the car, you are going to bring the money. Any way you appear, there's a way you will appear is ram, they will tell you. There's a way you will appear, is cow, they will tell you. In fact, that same Mommy Jiho, he loves people that use iPhone. So if you are using iPhone and you are going there, know that your billing will be so much, because she loves people using iPhone, because when you are using iPhone, it shows that you have money. So your billing will be too much. So what they will tell you is this, that you need to bring money to raise an altar. Bring money to raise an altar. That you need to bring money for cow. You need to bring money for cow. Even though after you have bring the money, you will not see the cow. They will tell you that they have bought the cow, that they have done it. So you, now, a desperate somebody that is looking for solution, once you have bring the money and they have told you that they have bought the car, what you will now be doing is to be waiting for testimony, waiting for God to, waiting for maybe the reason why you came, for you to see the reason. After you have wait, and you did not see the reason why you came, you will now go to them and tell them, you asked me to bring money for cow, or you asked me to bring money for ram, but I bring the money now. Even when you do not have the money, even when you borrow the money to bring it, even when you went to sell a reasonable important thing you have to raise up the money, and now you have now waited. What the reason why you bring the money, you did not see it. By that time, they will not tell you. That is the time they will not tell you to wait for God. Be patient for God. Be praying. But when they were collecting the money, they don't know that you have to be patient and be praying for God to answer you. After they have collecting the money finished, that is the time they will not start telling you to be patient and wait for God. You see, this is my former church. There are things that I would not like to be saying about them. There are things I would not like to be saying about them. But you see, this area where they want to give the world an impression, because they have been doing it locally. Now they want to do it internationally. This one that they want to give the world an impression that nothing good is happening in Zion. That what is happening in Zion, any testimony here there is like arranged. That is their place. That testimonies happen is what I will talk about. Now I'm going to be reading a comment from my previous post. I'm going to be reading a comment from my previous post. Now, what is the comment? This person says something. He said, those people make me to stop going to church again. Meaning that because of his experience, and the experience is no other experience than what I just said now. Now, the next comment, he now say, I will never forget how much they collected money from me. Meaning that he will never forget how much they collected from him. Maybe to buy cow or to buy ram. Now, after he has bought it, maybe he was waiting according to his comment, because if you go through my previous post, you are going to see this comment. I just read that. There are some in my DM that I will not like to read out because it's in my private DM. But this one, the reason why I'm reading this one out is because it's in a comment section, and I believe everybody have seen this comment. Even right now, as I'm reading it out, it's still in my comment section. He said, I will never forget how much they collected from me, and this reason has made me, he said, according to him, he said, this reason have made me to stop going to church. This reason have made me to stop going to church. There is one in my DM, the person say, for 2 years now, he has stopped going to church. Why? For this same reason. And my own, my own, God, as God may have it, it was only some few months, because before I joined, I took that passenger to Zion on the 29th September 2024. I stopped going to church. Before God now arranged it, and I carry a passenger to Zion that day. Now, another person, another comment. Yeah, the person in my previous video, the person he said, my brother, God is great. He said, I take my leave with my family before you, meaning he left there before me. And he said, I know how much we spent in that church. He said, I know how much I spent in that church. So his comment here is angry. He's angry with what they spent. Him and his family. Now, he now concluded, he said, don't take this issue lightly. Let others learn from this. This is the reason why this so-called Mommy Jiho have to contact a blogger, so that the blogger will help them to give the world an impression that nothing like testimony is happening, nothing good is happening in Zion Prayer Movement Outreach, so that they can step up their game. They can step up their selfish game of collecting money from people's hands. For collecting money, but unknowing to them that this one will hook them, unknowing to them that God is going to use this one and disgrace them. You see, for those that are going there, my prayer for you is, let God open your eye, because let God just open your eye. And the reason why I'm doing this video, so that you will not fall a victim. Don't fall a victim. Don't fall a victim. Don't fall a victim to all these scammers jumping on the altar like antelope. Don't fall victim. Don't fall victim. Love you. In my next video, I'm going to tell you more. Cashew. Remember.